Hello, everyone, and welcome back. It's Melissa, the Naughty Witch, and thank you for watching, and thank you for being subscribed to my channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, just click on that little subscribe button, and hopefully you'll enjoy the videos and content that I talk about. Let's see, today, which this video is a day late because I had all the technological issues yesterday, like all of them at one time. It was ridiculous. So I just had to kind of step away and start fresh today. So it's been a very interesting week, to say the least. Anyway, so I want to talk about protection in the city. So, my focus right now is urban witchcraft. So, and I'm mainly talking about protecting your living space, but I will talk about ways that you can just protect yourself too. So, when you move to a new area, whether it's in the city or country or wherever, one of the things that, for me personally, I guess I should say, I take in consideration is what do I need protection from, and what are my limitations? Like, do I have a yard? Do I have a big place? Do I have a small place? Can I paint? Can I not? Can I not paint? Usually with rentals, you can't. What are my limitations? What can I do and what can I not do? So if I don't have a yard, I'm not going to make a lot of witch bottles because I have nowhere to put them. I mean, you can put them in corners and stuff like that, but y'all, if I can't bury it in the ground, I'm not going to use it because, they have pee in them, and I'm just not going to leave random jars of pee around my house. So, I just can't do it. I have too many animals that will knock it over and break it, and that would be gross. So, if I don't have a yard, or I don't have a big enough yard to do anything with, that's not something I'm going to use. I'm not going to use like things that I have to bury in the yard. But that's okay, because there's a million other ways to get the same results. So just thinking about all the limitations that you have, I think all of these will fit in no matter what kind of limitations you're working with. So, things I love to use. Sigils. Y'all, I love sigils. They are easy. They are extremely specific. And they work. So, whenever we moved into this place, I got some moon water that I made during the full moon. I made it specifically for use in protection spells. So basically I just put it in a jar with a protection sigil on it. And whenever I was programming it, I specifically said that I wanted to use it for protection. So, and that, y'all, and in magic, be specific. There's no reason to be vague. Be as specific as possible. It really does help as far as getting the results you want. So anyway, full moon water, and I like to use a little paintbrush. I feel like it works better. You can use your finger, whatever. And I will draw out sigils on my doors, on my windows, wherever I feel the need for them. And since those sigils are for protection, the full moon water is for protection. And it dries. You can't tell it's there. It's there, but no one else does. So it's discreet, and you can do it anywhere. And if you want to use something with a little more, or you feel like it would have a little more oomph, you can use blessing oil. Blessing oil is super easy, super easy to make. Okay, get your favorite carrier oil. See, once it starts, y'all, I'm going to be fumbling through it, but it's okay. We'll keep on going. Get your favorite carrier oil. I personally am a big fan of olive oil for blessing oils because it's traditional. And also, whenever I think of olives, I think of an olive branch as a peace offering. And so, to me, I don't know, that peaceful sentiment is kind of ingrained into the way I think of olives. So to me, that's what works best. But choose whatever carrier oil that works best for you, and bless it. Personally, I use Psalms 23. I think it's a very powerful blessing, even though I'm not Christian. If you do not like working with things like that, Bible verses, create a chant for blessing, and include whatever deity or spirit you feel like will help you with that if you want, and say a blessing over it. Raise that energy, direct it into the blessing oil. That's what I like to do. If I'm going to charge something, I'm going to direct the energy into whatever I'm charging, not just let it go out into the universe. But and make a blessing oil. Add whatever oils you want to add to it. I personally just usually leave it as that carrier oil. I usually don't add anything else. Sometimes if I have it on hand and I have sage oil or something like that, I'll throw that in there. But a lot of times I just leave it as is and just bless it. And like I said, you can use that to paint sigils. Of course, it will leave a residue, and so you have to be conscientious of that. But still, you can get a little discreet spot on your window or whatever, and it works. Like I said, make it for the things that you want it to be for. Like for me, whenever it comes to my windows and doors, I protect against unwanted spirits coming in and unwanted people coming in. So those are my big things on those spaces, but whatever you feel works for you. And let's see, eggshell powder. I really like eggshell powder. If you eat eggs, then you've got it. You just have to clean the eggshells really good, get that film out of it, because that film is tissue and it will collect bacteria, and you don't want to give yourself salmonella poisoning whenever you're using your eggshell powder. But it comes out easy, warm water and soap, and you can get it out. And let it dry, then crush them up. Personally, I put mine in a coffee bean grinder because I do not have the time to crush that shit by hand, y'all. It takes forever. But yeah, eggshell powder works great. It's super easy to come by. Even if you don't eat eggs, I guarantee you know somebody who does, and they don't care. And it's not even anything weird to ask for, because gardeners use eggshells in compost all the time. So, if you are not an out witch, then it's not really that unusual to ask people for eggshells. And they have a lot of uses too. You can add them to your coffee and it makes it less acidic, like your coffee grounds before you brew them, not in your coffee pot. But so yeah, it's not even that weird of an ask. So eggshells work really good. I like using powdered eggshells to sprinkle on my front door stoop and on my back door stoop. Eggshells are for protection. You can also use those to paint sigils. You can dab your little paintbrush or your finger or whatever and full moon water, and then dab it in the eggshells and create a little sigil. It washes off. It's really not that obvious. So yeah, sigils are amazing. Use them as, just use them everywhere. Like I said, with full moon water, it won't matter because no one's going to be able to see it. And every time I do a cleansing and clean my doors and windows and stuff like that, I just reapply it. So there's that. There's also crystals or just rocks, y'all. You can find a rock anywhere. And rocks that represent the place you live. If the place you live is known for mining coal, get a piece of coal, that will connect you to the spirit of that place and the energy of the area in which you live. A rock from any kind of place that has significance to your town. Whatever, a rock that you think is pretty and you picked up off the ground. You can use those. You can program those. You can anoint them in oils, charge them with herbs, direct energy into them for protection, and just put them around, in rooms, in bowls, in front of your door, line your door, your walkway if you have a walkway. You know, you can use them anywhere and everywhere. So, and crystals are the same. Like every room, I have like a bowl of crystals that are, you know, there to kind of set the tone and energy of the room, repel energies that I don't want in there. So, raise vibration just for various uses. And they're just in little bowls. No one even, I mean, I'm an out witch. No one even thinks twice about it. You know, they don't look at it weird or anything. So it's inconspicuous and it works. It works really well. Plants, y'all know I love growing stuff. So plants are amazing. Grow some plants, you know. And ivies can grow, there are all kinds of ivies. They can grow just about anywhere from full shade to full sun. They're easy to take care of for the most part, and all ivies are said to gather any kind of harmful energies that are sent your way, like bad thoughts, hexes, whatever, um, energy that you don't want around. And they gather them in the vines, and every time you cut them off and you know do whatever. Personally, whenever I have ivies, I'm always propagating them, so that cleans out that negative, harmful energy that you didn't want in your house out. So yeah, ivies are great for protection. All kinds of plants are. You know, grow some plants and put them around the house. It's really easy to do, believe it or not. I have all kinds of blogs about it, step-by-step ways to grow and the easiest ones to grow. So yeah, grow some plants. Use those. You know, become their ally, and you know, have them help you protect your place. Let's see. I'm going to try to wrap it up because I know this has kind of been a long video. Let's see what else. Amulets that you make, sachets, wind chimes are awesome, and you can hang them anywhere, inside, outside, whatever. Every time they ring, I mean, obviously outside's probably better, but you know, every time they chime, it clears the air, it clears the space. So, and of course, you can program them to clear specific things. So, yeah, I mean, y'all, there's so many ways, and most of them are very inconspicuous and very easy to do. I love making amulets, different ones, you know, creating little dolls or creating, you know, different designs like the Eye of God symbols and stuff, or, you know, pretty crystal prism hanging, window treatment hangings, you know, to dispel energies that I don't want, you know, to repel the things I don't want and bring the things I do want in. And it is so easy to do, and you can get so creative when doing it. You know, like even just like the colored glass, you know, to that, you know, just to catch the light and throw pretty colors everywhere. You know, color magic. Whatever you associate with protection, take them, work with them, program them to protect you from what you feel you need protected most of in that area, and hang them up and they let them do their job. You know, it's really, you can use anything. All you have to do is be specific when you program those things. You know, personally, most of my amulets and oils and stuff for protection, I like to renew, recharge, and program during the full moon. Waning moon works really good as well for me. But, you know, be creative. You don't have to wait if you need it right now. So be creative and work with it. Like if I have to program something for protection during a waxing moon, I'm going to program it to attract certain energy, and whenever it attracts that higher vibrational energy, that, you know, it's going to repel anything that's not that energy. So that's just the way I word it whenever I work, you know, have to work with something that isn't lined up with the lunar phase. So, yeah, guys, that's it. I hope I gave you enough tips and ideas to inspire you to work with all kinds of things and have your home shielded and protected. The one thing I didn't mention, and I should have, is just, creating something with your mind. Create a shield, a bubble. Personally, I'm a big fan of a golden, like, bubble that goes all the way around, even underground, that looks like it's been woven like a basket. And I don't know, that's my imagery. Of course you can use it or use something of your own, and it lets only certain things in and keeps other things out. And I just set it up in my mind. Sometimes I will associate, like, grab a couple of rocks and program them to act as a power source or a generator to keep it going, something that my brain can associate, physically, in the physical world, with this thing that I've created in my brain. So, yeah, and that is super helpful too if you live in an apartment where you have people living above you, behind you, and below you, to keep out other people's, energetic influences. So I really do like creating like a shield, especially in that kind of situation. To me, it works really good with just keeping out other people's energy that can just kind of seep in through the walls and floors. So, yeah, I hope this helped you out and you got a lot of inspiration from it. I have a tarot reading special going on, y'all. I'm going to link it down below. $5 reading for $25, and I'm running it until Mercury Retrograde is over, so through March 10th. And yeah, that's it. I will put all my stuff you can follow in the description box down below. So y'all have a very blessed day, and I'll talk to you next Friday. Bye.